Everybody, how's it going? Glad to be back with you. Bought some games on Steam tonight. It's their winter sale. Some of the games I've been watching for a while are like 50% off or more. And then I got some older games um, that are like 80% off. Some, let's see, I got Fleet Command, Jane's Fleet Command. I got 688, which is a submarine simulator. I got Sub Command. I got let me go in and look at the list again here. Dangerous Waters, which is akin to Command Modern Operations. Older game though. I got Software Incorporated. I got the 40th anniversary edition of Microsoft Flight Simulator for $30. Out of the Park Baseball 2025. That's only $10. And I got Grand Tactician: The Civil War, which is what I'm going to play tonight. That was 50% off. So yeah, some really good deals. Let's see. Maybe move this in a little bit closer. Kind of like that. Looks better. Tap on my stream here on my tablet. Let's see what's coming up over here. No, I don't want that one. I want the live stream. So I don't know why it doesn't want to play nice. My profile, my channel. Here we go. This takes a little coaxing. How's the audio? Sounds good. We're going to go to game capture. We're going to do the Civil War. We're going to go to game audio capture. Go to Civil War. Now let's see how this comes out through here. Let me go right into the options. And turn down the I wish there was an easy way, and maybe somebody knows. Just message me over on Twitter, X, or at biffgimbal.com. But does anybody know if there's an easy way to tell if the music in a game is a game is copyrighted or not? Well, not so much whether it's copyrighted, but whether you can stream with it on. Because I know some music is copyrighted, but the developer or the publisher says it's okay to stream with the music on. Okay, I've got the sound at halfway. Video volume is actually lower than that. So what do we have up here? We have screen resolution, full screen, graphics quality high, VSync, uniform variations, dial size you use in large battles. I'm not sure if I like that. Downsizing of units in large battles. I'm not automatically reduce the number of models in units in larger battles. Use this option if you have performance problems or memory issues. Well, let's take that off. Number of models in combat. Let's go to like 50%. Historical fonts, probably not. UI scale. I'm not sure how. Probably around 50%. Use black and white cursor. Switch between golden and white cursor for preferred visibility. Yeah. Might be hard to see. Let's see. I can always change it later. Tooltips time appearance. When enabled, tooltips will show extra information about most active UI elements of the game. Let's put that up. This is the first time I played this, so I just bought this tonight. I've seen it streamed a little bit, watched a little bit on YouTube, but pretty much just the introduction. I've seen a few battles played out. But yeah, this is pretty much the first time playing. Tooltips time appearance. Battlefield map scroll speed. I like to scroll slower. Battlefield zoom speed. Maybe a little bit slower than that. Lock battle map rotation. Again, we can change these if we need to. Campaign map scroll speed. Lock campaign map rotation. Movement panel delay. Now when I first moused over this, it gave me information about this, but now it doesn't. I kind of wish it would tell you, this is what we mean by movement panel delay. Show quick info in battles. Deactivate newspaper. Game remains paused if panels are closed. Yes. Pause auto-resolve panel after battle has ended. Yes. I want to be able to see what's going on. Music, video, deactivate chapter videos. No. European intervention, commander initiative by default, continuous VP from objectives. See, it'd be nice if it told you. You will continuously earn victory points from objectives held. It's very simple to just... Okay. Oh, because I did this, right? Tooltips time appearance. Okay, yeah. So I take back what I said. Apparently, if you set this to anything a little higher, it takes a long time for the tooltip to show up. Disable the delayed option for opening movement panel after each movement order. Instead, the panel will automatically open and game will continue in real time only after you have confirmed or canceled each movement order. Let's put that one on. The panel will open automatically, I guess, when you click on a unit. Disable battle map rotation. The map will retain orientation to the north. I like that. I might not like it later. When enabled, the game time will not continue running using previous setting when panels are closed during a campaign. Pause auto-resolve panel. When enabled, the game will pause as soon as an ongoing battle ends if the auto-resolve panel is open. When enabled in a career scenario, your visibility in battles is limited to what your unit HQ can see. That's in the DLC only. Autosave campaign. Hotkeys. I'm sure I'm going to have to look at this multiple times. Well, let's see. Start historical battle, load game, field book. What's a field book? Getting started. Welcome to Grand Tactician 1861-1865, a real-time strategy game. This field book is your quick guide to setting up a new game and getting started. Browse the field book topics on the left by clicking on the headlines. This will open the information for the page describing the topic in detail. Scroll the information using your mouse wheel or by dragging the slider handle on the right side. Highlighted play button. Clicking the highlighted play button right there, okay. Before you start playing, it's a good idea to set up the game options to your liking. You may always pick up from your latest save by clicking the Continue Scenario button. When you play a campaign or battle, this field book will be available describing a few of the main controls and game mechanics to get you going. Patch notes. Now, my understanding is that the game is... development for the game has ended. It's been out for 3 years. But they are going on to work on other projects. And, I mean, even though there are... apparently there's still some bugs in the game. I've seen people with 200, 300, 400, 500 hours in the game, and they rave about it in reviews. I mean, detailed too. They're not just like 500 hours. I love the game. No, they talk about the details of the game and what they love about the game. 2 tutorial scenarios in the game that will help you get started. The tutorials can be found on top of the list of scenarios. Scenarios. I will gladly do a proofread, as I've said before, when I read through some of these text in games. I will gladly do a proofread for a copy of the Whiskey and Lemons DLC. Campaigns or historical battles. In the tutorials, you cannot choose which side to play as, and the realism options are preset and cannot be changed. Once you start a tutorial, the game will guide you through the basic controls you will need during the game. They will not provide information about each and every small detail of the gameplay. Please refer to the field book and the game's manual for further, more detailed information. The manual, the Grand Tactician Manual PDF, can be found in the game's folder on your hard drive. Did I click on this or this? Tutorials, okay. Whiskey and Lemons DLC, soundtrack, information, game options, intervention, okay. Well, let's go to, okay, tutorials. Where do I find the tutorials? The tutorials can be found on top of the list of scenarios. Is that historical battle? Tutorial, there it is. Tutorial. Difficulty very easy. AI historical. Nathaniel Banks. Menfield at 6,500 versus 16,000. 12 guns, 36 guns, 1,400 cavalry, 1,200, 300 casualties, 400. Okay, this is Alpheus Williams, John Hatch, home state New York. Battle tutorial. You should just... I don't know, I've seen some games like this recently where you've got a thumbnail over here and you drag it down and like you're halfway down and the thumbnail, the text box or whatever, there might be a photo in there, there might be whatever in there, but you can drag it pretty much all the way to the bottom. It's like, why don't you make it so that the thumbnail is relational to the battle or to the window? I don't know. It just seems weird to me. In this playable battle tutorial, you will join General Stonewall Jackson in his attack against Union General Banks' 5th Corps in the Shenandoah Valley during Jackson's Valley Campaign of 1862. Okay, we are... and it looks like it says that the difficulty and all that is set already. General Lee and his lieutenants will guide you through the basics of playing the battles in Grand Tactician. This includes the basic controls and user interface, including how to give orders to units. That's Ewell, Winder, Fulkerson, and Stewart. For more detailed information about each tutorial topic, refer to the in-game fieldbook guide or the game manual. The tutorial can be played only as the Confederacy. It takes approximately 30 minutes to complete the tutorial, after which you may continue and play the battle to its conclusion. You know what I'm going to do here real quick? I'm just going to hop out and go to... let's go to the Steam folder. Let's go to the Steam folder and look at common, no, Steam apps, common, Grand Tactician. Let's see, printer friendly PDF. Okay. Press start new to begin. Realism options, sure. Do we need to switch these? We can't, they're already set. Start battle. We will breakfast together here and dine together. No, I don't agree with that at all. I do not agree with that at all. Commanders under the defense stance will hold their position and cover it with skirmishers. They will try to defend their ground and will not pursue enemies that fall back or retreat. First Battle of Winchester, Frederick County, Virginia, May 24, 1862, Day 1. The enemy has captured superior ground and is defending. You must assume the aggressive and drive him from his positions in order to win. By telegraph from Valley District dated May 24, 1862 to Ewell's division, Major General Ewell. Major General Jackson requests that you will at once move with all your force on Winchester. Please acknowledge the receipt of this by return of courier and the hour of your movement. Respectfully, R.L. Dabney. So that was a huge problem on both sides, apparently, in the Civil War, was getting generals to execute orders according to what you're telling them to do. So Major General Jackson requests that you will at once move with all your force on Winchester. Pretty clear orders there. You will at once, immediately, move. That's the action you're going to take. You're going to move with all your forces, all your force. And he's telling you what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, or what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, with what you're going to do it with, and where you're going to go with what you have. General Banks, with only a little over 6,000 men, has moved north along the Valley Turnpike, losing considerable number of supplies along his line of retreat. Troops from the Valley District are pursuing Banks. So we have Valley here. But is it spelled differently back then? Valley, V-A-L-L-Y? Troops from the Valley District are pursuing Banks south of Kernstown and will continue movement until the nightfall. General Ewell's division will march along Front Royal Pike with all haste to reinforce Valley District in the morning. Combined, we are to attack Banks, who is deploying to defend south of Winchester, and drive him out of the Shenandoah Valley. I didn't know they had vehicles back then, or maybe they're going to use Conestoga wagons maybe to drive them out. Not sure. General Thomas J. Jackson. Welcome to the battle tutorial. Follow the instructions given in this window, which cannot be closed during the tutorial. Okay. You will read this, or you will ignore it at your peril. In the bottom of this panel, you may skip tutorial lessons or advance to next tutorial step within a lesson. A moving arrow indicates that an action is required to proceed. Now click next tutorial step, which is blinking. Well, this is blinking up here. Oh, okay. It's blinking lightly. But this is blinking up here too. Can I close that? Okay, can we look at the map? I can't move them out. I see some screen tear already. I think this might require me to do a bit of, let's see, settings. Try some VSync. Beta. Okay, this is one of 98. Only 98 more to go. It said this is going to be about 30 minutes. So that means we're going to have to read through one of these every 20 seconds. There's Winchester. It said he was going to be, what, south? Headquarters view active. Close the HQ button on right to access map functions. I got to click on here first. When a battle is loaded, you will start in the headquarters view. This view offers an overview of the battle map with rotation locked towards north, and the battle reports, briefing, list of objectives, and reports. The briefing is opened by default when you start a battle. So you don't need a comma there. The briefing is open by default when you start a battle. That's one thought. You don't need a comma. And I don't think you need a comma after the list of objectives. Briefing, comma, list of objectives and reports. Yeah, I don't think you need a comma there. Anyway, let's go on. This isn't an English lesson. To select which report is shown, hide them by clicking the folded report sticking from the right edge of the screen. Your army strength and loss, briefing, objectives. I can't move this. Okay. Moved north along the Valley Turnpike, losing considerable numbers of supplies. Troops of the Valley District are pursuing banks south of Kernstown. So troops from the Valley District are pursuing banks south of Kernstown and will continue movement until the nightfall. Where is Kernstown here? Move north along the Valley Turnpike. I guess this must be the Valley Turnpike, right? So this must be the Valley Turnpike. Banks is moving up along here and he's being pursued. General Ewell's division will march along Front Royal Pike with all haste to reinforce Valley District in the morning. Front Royal Pike. Okay, this is the Valley Turnpike. Where's Union? Okay, Union troops here. No, there's got to be houses. Where's the Union troops? Because these are my troops, right? There's my reinforcements coming on. Ewell is right there. Okay, so now maybe it'll tell me what to do with these, right? Open the consolidated reports by clicking the report. There are 5 different reports with a wealth of information about both sides' armies. You can change which report is shown by clicking the folded reports tabs on top. It said, no, I don't want to skip. I wanted to go back. Have to go forward to go back. So didn't they say there was consolidated overview report? To see information about the attached units, click the unit names in the report's left side. To move up in the order of battle, click the selected unit's name in the top part of the report as pointed by the arrow. Fighting spirit, training, readiness. Does this say intelligence gathering? Ranking. They're both to see information about the attached units, click the unit names in the report's left side. To move up in the order of battle, click the selected unit's name in the top part of the report as pointed by the arrow. So you drill down from here, you'd go back up from here. So this is a brigade. So I guess that's the lowest you can drill down is to brigade level. Okay. The reports and objectives list will be updated by your staff in real time during the battle. Close the headquarters view to start playing, allowing full camera and zooming controls by clicking the HQ button next to the compass. Okay. During the game, you will find more detailed information about the game's mechanics and controls via the field book. Browse the topics on the left side, select a topic by clicking it, and read the instructions on the right side. Close the field book using the same question mark button. Move the camera up down by pushing the mouse cursor. Move the camera up down by pushing the mouse cursor to top bottom edge of your screen, right? Where you see the red arrows. Move the camera left to right. Okay. I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they just jump right to the next thing. There was like another full sentence in there. I guess they figured, yeah, you got it. Rotate the camera by pushing the cursor to top half of the screen's left-right edge. Okay, the bottom part is where you move it from side to side. This is where you turn it. Okay. I like the XY better, though. X. Oh. See, why can't you go back? Why doesn't it let you go back to see what you missed? Mouse wheel or hotkeys. When zooming, the map will automatically change from political map to operational map in 3D mode. So now let's see, what are my temps doing now? They look pretty good. Change from political map to operational map in 3D view, not mode, and back. You may at any time change the camera movement speed controls via the game options, which can be accessed via main menu by clicking the highlighted button or hotkey. Options. Click the main menu button. Here you can change the camera settings at the bottom of the scrollable panel. You can also see and change the camera control hotkeys. KDWS. QE. Oh, that's good. Zoom in. So I'll do the ADWS or WASD, and then I'll use the Q and the E to rotate it. Okay. P to pause, which is way over on the other side of the keyboard. Okay, I need to pause. Increase speed, keypad plus. Speed step. Can you change these? No. You can also see and change the camera control hotkeys. Okay, you can change them, huh? Click next tutorial step button to proceed. Here you may scale the size of the UI using the slider. Where's that? Okay, right. You may try this now. When moving the scaling slider to large, it's possible some UI elements overlap when using certain resolutions. In this case, downscale the UI a bit. When ready, click OK to close game options. I think we have the whole UI up here. I think we're okay. You can save the game as well as this tutorial at any point in the main menu. Click Save. Well, it's Load Save, actually. In this panel, you can select the new save to be created or manage existing saves, including deleting them. The game will also be automatically saved every time you exit the battle or periodically as per setting in game options. Use the filters on the right side of the panel to control which of the campaign and battle scenario saves are shown in the list. Okay. Close the panel by clicking the X in the top right corner. That it says order. It says artillery orders for artillery units only. Now return to game by closing the main menu, clicking continue. You may show, hide, or maximize many of the UI elements using the double arrow buttons. If you test this, make sure you show the panels again as they are needed throughout the tutorial. Oh, okay. Not down here, though. Okay. On the map, you can see the battlefield objectives. These are located in tactically important terrain. It can be captured by moving troops. Be nice to be able to just reset it to my OCD wants it reset to like straight across. You know what I'm saying? The mouse doesn't move anything. It's only the hotkeys. On the map, you can see the battlefield objectives. These are located in tactically important terrain. They can be captured by moving troops near them. The stronger the force, the faster the capture process. Use the magnifying glass button in this panel to move to each objective. Jump to location. Okay, this is what? Church? Oh, okay. This is what? Oh, Winchester, okay.
I hope we don't need to march all day.
Do 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 do. Okay, on the map, you can see the battlefield objectives. These are located in tactically important terrain. Okay, we're jumping around to everything. So Kernstown, Winchester.
I hope we don't need to march all day.
This is what? It's hard to see that. Something. That's an objective. This high ground here. Okay, there's Kernstown there. Who's this hill? Something Hill. Okay, Kernstown's way down here. Is there like a does it have like a legend that tells you like how far it is from here to here? When captured, the objectives award victory points. If game options settings continuous VP from objectives is set, the longer the objectives are held, the more points are awarded over time. This may tip the balance of the battle to either side's favor. Near the edges of the map are a number of entry points that provide movement to and from the battlefield. Reinforcements and supplies arrive via these points, and units can withdraw via them. They can also be captured, which will prevent supplies and reinforcements to the opposing side. To withdraw via an entry point, you must press hotkey left alt. The cursor turns into a retreat flag, and the movement order will see the units moving to the entry point and then withdrawing off the map. Okay, that's important. Left alt, and the cursor turns into a retreat flag, which isn't happening here. But let's go up here and see if it does it now. The cursor turns into a retreat flag. Not now. And the movement order will see the unit moving to the entry point and then withdrawing off the map. Okay, we don't want to do that. In the top bar, you can see battle information, name and location of the battle, date and day number are obvious, right? With some clouds in the sky, weather is excellent for war. The men won't suffer from the scorching sun. In addition, you see the dynamically changing battle type and weather information. Battle type can be a meeting engagement where both sides are attacking or attack or defend. This is attack. These icons show further information and instructions in the tooltip when placing mouse cursor on them. In the balance bar, you can see which side has the advantage currently. A battle can end in minor or major victory depending on victory point balance and casualties. Objectives, morale, routed units, and casualties affect the balance calculation. See the tooltip for more detailed breakdown of the victory point situation at any given time. Okay. Public would be pleased hearing about a victory like this, preserving unanimous support. The names of the commanders involved will surely be on lips of everyone on the home front. Federal victory points, morale 61.7. Confederate victory points, morale 75. Wow. So even a minor victory is a minor victory for, the Confederacy, yeah, it would be 75. But the Federals still get 61. What's this? What's this? Dispatch log. You will receive military dispatches from your subordinates throughout the battle. When a dispatch arrives, it is shown in the left side of the screen as a folded letter. The letter will provide the main information in the tooltip. Clicking this letter opens it. Double-clicking the letter moves the camera to location of the sender. Right-click will remove the letter icon from your screen, but the dispatch itself will be stored in the log. Click the message log to open it. So dispatch log. Is the dispatch log the message log? It looks like it might be. Yeah, log of received dispatches. So actually, close the log by using the X button on the top right corner, or by clicking the message log button in the top left corner of the screen. That's not the message log, that's the dispatch log. You got to use, to help your playing community, you have to use the same terminology everywhere in your game. So if you decided to call this the dispatch log, you got to call it the dispatch log down here. You got to call it the dispatch log in here. You got to call it the dispatch log in the manual. It's the dispatch log. Okay. Log entry. Left mouse button. Open the message using mouse wheel. To General Jackson. General, my corps has reached a given objective with 15,817 men and 35 guns. Morale of the men is eager and they are well rested. I will carry on according to your instructions that are to... I will carry on according to your instructions that are to none. Most respect, most respe, Thomas J. Jackson. To General Jackson from Thomas Jackson. Oh, okay, here they are. Winder, Jackson. So we're just south of Kernstown, okay. So we're pushing him up. So now Winder is at his destination. To General Jackson. My brigade has reached a given objective with 2,500 men and 0 guns. Morale of the men is eager and they are well rested. I will carry on according to your instructions that are to none. Most respe, Charles S. Winder. He must be over here. He must be over here. There's Winder. Jackson. All right. In this log, you will see all received dispatches. Can I go back and look at them again? I can, okay. So I guess if they're red, that means they're not read. If they're red, like they were read, that means they haven't been read. I'm confused. They're red. If they're red, they haven't been read. How can they be read and not read? Oh, okay. In this log, you received dispatches or all received messages. Unread ones are marked red. Click on any of the lines to open the said dispatch. Use the buttons in the bottom to mark all as read and to remove all red dispatches from the log. Close the log by using the X button in the top right corner or by clicking on the message log button in the top left corner of the screen. Oh, let's see, is there... Use the buttons in the bottom to mark all as read. They're not in the bottom. So this tutorial was written and then they made modifications to the interface. That's understandable. Okay, so message log or dispatch log. We still haven't determined what it is. Next, let's inspect the order of battle, OOB, of your forces in this battle. Click the OOB button in the left part of the orders panel bottom of the screen. In this panel, you can see the OOB, or hierarchy of your forces. In case there are more than one army participating in the battle, you may scroll the shown armies using the left-right arrow buttons. Okay, these buttons here. In case there's more than one army participating in the battle. So this is Jackson's army. So if there's another army, you have to scroll it. You can't just look at the whole thing out this way. Or maybe if there's like 10 armies, it'll line them up like across here, and then you might have 5 here and then 5 on the next screen. Not sure. You may select any unit by left-clicking it. This will open a unit panel in the bottom left part of your screen with further information about that unit. Double-clicking moves the camera. Oh, I'm sorry. I got my camera up over in here. So we're going to select Jackson. It'll open a unit panel in the bottom left part of your screen with further information about that unit. Double-clicking moves the camera to that unit, sounds like. Oh, double-clicking here? Yeah. Okay. It maybe shows his orders. Unlike in campaign, during a battle, you cannot edit the OOB. In this tutorial battle, you have one army, that of General Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson. Under Jackson's Army HQ, you can see in the order of battle window 1 division, Ewell's, and brigades attached directly to Jackson's HQ, headquarters. Ewell's command is shown in lighter color. I don't see anything up here. Bug. Ewell's command is shown in lighter color. Stewart's command is shown in lighter color. Okay, so OOB, go back to this. Okay. Okay. Under Jackson's Army HQ, you can see in the order of battle window 1 division, Ewell's, and brigades attached directly to Jackson's HQ. So these are Jackson's brigades. This is Ewell's division. It's shown in lighter color. This means it is not yet on the map. It will arrive as a reinforcement during the night. See further details in the tooltip. Reinforcement scheduled for approximately 2 hours, expected to arrive from Front Royal. Now close the order of battle window by clicking the OOB button again. I like that. I like it that you don't have to click this. You can just click this again. In the game, you may select single units, brigades, or a headquarters, but there is no drag selection of multiple units, like in some other games. This is because the game's order system is based on order of battle, and order delays each unit will receive. This is because the game's order system is based on order of battle and order delays. How's my audio doing? It looks pretty good. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to be too soft. Okay. Based on order of battle and order delays, each unit will receive orders only from their commanding officer in his HQ. And each order will take time to prepare and deliver. Order delays are explained in more detail later. I'm a third of the way through. When selecting a headquarters, all subordinate units are selected as well. Around the HQ, you can see two circles. The outer one is command range. Well, I'm not sure. Okay. I didn't know what we're doing this down here. I don't know how I got up there. I must have hit something. Around the HQ, you can see two circles. There's a light one here. There's a darker one out here. The outer one is command range. Units within this range are considered within reach of the HQ. The inner circle is the bugle range. Units within this range may receive many orders faster as they can be given because the orders can be given using bugle signals. So in this here, the lines from the HQ to the subordinate units are called command lines. They indicate the order of battle, and they also visually indicate if units are detached or receiving orders. We will see that shortly. The orange cones from the subordinate units are indicating range of their weapons. Orange cones. I see a green cone, kind of. I don't see an orange cone. It's got to be it, though. It's got to be green because that would be about the range of artillery. And then this would probably be the range about of musket fire. Not musket. Smoothbore. I guess. I don't know. Maybe they changed from orange to green. Now, with Jackson's HQ selected, open Map Information Settings, which is oh. I wish you could go back. I'm clicking around over here. I think as soon as I click this, it changed. And there might have been more information there. I don't know. With Jackson's headquarters selection, you can see information as units in situation panel, bottom left of the screen. All information shown here, except the commander information, is totals and averages of all units under Jackson. You can focus the camera on the unit by clicking the commander's portrait image. Okay, I like that. Using the small arrows around the panel, you may navigate the order of battle. Okay. Click the down arrow once, then using the left right arrows, if needed, find a unit called Stonewall Brigade. You right? Yeah, Stonewall Brigade, okay. Now you can see information on the famous unit called. Now you can see information about the famous Stonewall Brigade. On top, you see the experience of the men in stars. Top, okay, too. Next to the commander's portrait is the strength and morale information. Morale is eager, strength is 6 and 5.5. See the tooltip for currently active morale effects. Influence on morale per hour. Basic rally value, commander attributes. Overall change per hour. Maximum morale is capped by fighting spirit. Units can break due to low morale or too high casualties. The loss resilience is determined by the nation's military experience, experience of the unit, training, and commander's leadership. Oh, Enfield rifle musket. A mini-type muzzle-loading rifled musket. Oh, it's not smooth bore, it's rifled. Produced in Britain since 1853, robust, accurate, and widely available to import, but requires proper training to adjust the sights. Three rounds per minute. When all the hearts are red, the men will panic and flee, and the unit cannot be rallied. Oh boy. Below the weapon, you can see battle information of the unit. Situation, cohesion, fatigue, and training level of the unit. Situation shows all the active morale effects as small icons. Okay, over here, I guess. With color, red is negative effect, green is positive. For further information about the rest of the stats, see the field book. When units gain sufficient amount of experience in combat, they may be assigned perks. I seldom while under enemy fire, delivering the deadly volleys to break even the strongest enemy lines. Resistance to high momentary casualties, 50%. Volley strength plus 25%. This is an elite close combat unit. Doesn't show anything there. The Stonewall Brigade is specialized in close-range firefights and has the Deadly Volley perk. As you can see in the perks tooltip, this makes them harder to break in a firefight and more effective at close range. If a unit gains level 3 perk, it is considered an elite unit and can be given a special flag to make it stand out in the battlefield. I guess that's what that flag is. And they are elite, it says. If you wish to see less information about the units during the battle, you may minimize the panels so more of the action can be seen. Okay. So you're kind of keeping your eye on this. And then you can expand it by clicking on this, clicking on this. No. How do you expand it again? Click on his portrait.
Anybody got any water to spare? Sergeant! Any word
Oh,
from
maximize,
59?
okay.
Anytime now, man. For when the shooting starts.
So this goes up to Jackson. And then this goes down. And then this goes over. So basically all these generals are on the same level, or these brigades or whatever. Colonel. Okay. Okay. The day is nearing its end. Jackson's command has been pursuing General Banks' army along the Valley Turnpike. The men are tired and need sleep. Banks is reportedly deploying to defend Winchester a few miles north along the pike. Your first task is to capture Kernstown, an objective along the pike. Select Jackson's HQ. Right? Movement order is given with right mouse button, holding down. It'd be nice if you could, if there were like north, south, east, west keys where you could just, you could hit a key that would just face you north. Oh, I gotta turn it again. I thought this defaulted to, I thought it defaulted. Maybe he's moving already. Is that what that means? I thought it defaulted to north. Movement order is given with right mouse button. Holding down the button and moving the mouse will allow specifying facing of the unit at its destination. When an HQ is selected, all units under the said HQ will receive the movement order. With Jackson's HQ selected, give the movement order to Kernstown. Okay. Just go. Are they moving? When the order is given, you see a small orange symbol with a timer around it. I do? I do? Maybe turn that off. When the order is given, you see a small orange symbol with a timer around it. For this lesson, the timer is stopped. Moving your cursor on top of this symbol opens a small on-map panel and pauses the game. Hold Alt. When selected units are already executed prior movement order, will continue to do so until the courier delivers the updated route. When the order is given, you see a small orange symbol with a timer around it. I do? Where is it? Is this supposed to be orange? It looks red to me. Timer is stopped. Moving your cursor on top of the symbol opens a small on-map panel and pauses the game. I don't know. How about we cancel it for now? Can we cancel his order? Can't right click and do anything with the right click. AI stance, infantry, commander, build, movement. Stop. Okay. Is this it? This unit is waiting orders from its commander. Stance and formation orders are grayed out. As long as an order delay is active, keep your unit close to the commander to reduce the order delay. I mean, it's just command what? Okay, yeah. Oh, what did I do there? I don't see the timer. I see the watch over here. I don't see. Formation and stance orders are possible again as soon as a courier has arrived. The selected unit is already executing prime movement order. Will continue to do so when the courier delivers the updated route. Hold Alt to move group command or something. Well, don't take it away from me. I'll click off of it or something, okay? Moving your cursor on top of the symbol opens this. I don't see. It wants me to move it up there because it's paused here. Okay, well, they're moving. Now, see, they told me to move. They told me to right click to move. You know, you right click to move your troops. So he said move. The game said move them to Kernstown. I'm like, okay. So I clicked on Kernstown. But then the next screen is this one, which should be in the previous screen. Because when you want to know what's going to happen when I give the order. I want to know this when I'm doing the right clicking thing. Because I have no idea now what to do. I don't see a small orange symbol with a timer around it. Maybe over here? Hold out to move group commander independently. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I need to maybe drop this down, showing something up here. It does have this over here. I'd hate to have to go through this and play this all again to find a small orange symbol. First of all, why is it small? If it's important, make it big, right? Well, let's just run it. I don't see anything opening up anything to pause the game.
Hey, Sarge, you there yet?
So where is the, I'm going to pause it for right now and go to Google. Movement 47 of 98. Let's see if we can find any information on this. The game's just, yeah. So I guess when I move my cursor out of, when I like hotkey out, it just automatically moves. So I don't have any control over that. So maybe I can find information in the movement. Article 1. Hmm. Okay. Orders panel. The game will automatically pause if there's an engagement between armies, news is received, or if you open any of the main panels or the main menu. Selected, this panel allows you to give orders to the selected unit. When unit's not selected, this panel shows campaign construction buttons instead. Hmm. So we're going to do a search for tutorial movement 47 to 98. Let's see if it comes up with anything like that. What am I doing? Control 3? No. Control F3? Yeah. Tutorial? This is movement 47 to 98. Nope, didn't have any information there. So let's go to Steam. Let's go to the game. Let's go to discussions. Movement tutorial. All right, where is the small orange symbol? Hmm. Now again, I mean, I don't know, but again, this could be, the thing is, I can't advance. I can't advance. See, I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, here's the orange thing, right? See a small orange symbol with a timer around it. Maybe that's what this is? Move at time. Move your cursor on top of the symbol opens a small on-map panel and pauses the game. Okay, it's done that. Right, but okay. I don't know. but it doesn't let me progress the tutorial. Um, hmm. Oh, it's the end of the day. Now, why won't it let you? Why won't it let you go back? Why won't it let you go back? I'm sure they expect me to go up here. What time is it? 6:51. Do they want me to move up to Winchester? It seems like it would take too long. But I mean, there's no combat here, right? Yeah, we got Kernstown. There's no fighting. When darkness falls, the fighting will cease for the night. Let the time run until 1900 hours. That's when it's too dark to continue operations. If you use the time controls, it's a good idea to accelerate time 10 times at this point. 10 times? There's 2, 5, and 20. So that's been changed also. It'd be nice if they're doing a tutorial, update the tutorial. So now we're into a meeting engagement. Oh boy. Let's see. Every time, every time I uh, alt tab out to look at another screen, the game does this. Doesn't matter where my cursor is. Doesn't matter where my cursor is. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Cancel that. That's I'm gonna have to get used to that. Okay, these guys are in cover. That's good. Let's see. I'm gonna hotkey out again because I want to look and see. Hey, Sirloin, how's it going? I don't know if you're still here. I'm sorry. Again, I get so engrossed in these games trying to figure out. I'm going through the tutorial now for this game, and it's pretty lengthy. Um, if you're still here, welcome into the channel, Sirloin. If you're not, I understand. You're probably like, oh, he's deep in thought now, just like always. How's it going, Sirloin? Nice to see you. Yeah, I bought some games on Steam winter sale today. Um, it's interesting because whenever I hotkey out of the game to like come into Twitch and look at stuff that's going on, um, the game scrolls me to the edge of the map. It just scrolls me to the edge of the map. I got to go back in. Come back over here. This is where the action's going on in this tutorial. And then I hotkey out. And there it goes. It doesn't matter where I leave the cursor in the game. It just scrolls right over to this point. Let's see. Yeah, we got Kernstown. I think what's happened with this tutorial is that let me go ahead and 5 times this and just get to 1900 because that's the end of the day. End of day. Darkness has fallen and fighting ceases for today. Prepare for next day's fighting or attempt retreat using the cover of darkness. Click continue. Oh, so at 1900 hours, it automatically fast forwards to 6 a.m. I like it. I mean, I haven't played much of it because of this tutorial. I've been working on this tutorial for hour. I'm not worried about the 2 hour time limit. The game was 50% off on Steam. I've had my eye on it for a while. I've read several books on the Civil War. And so I'm interested in the time period and the politics and the battles and that stuff. So it's like 22, 23 bucks at 50% off. So yeah, it was like originally 45 or 50 or something. It got it down to 22. So, and I've seen a little bit of it streamed. I played Sid Meier's Gettysburg a long time ago. I played other similar games to it. But the tutorial, I think what's happened is that I think what's happened is that the tutorial was written, it might have even been released with, this tutorial may have been released with the game when it first came out, or maybe, within a few months after, because I think this game came out in 2021. But then they've updated the game since then, but they haven't updated the tutorial. And so not everything necessarily that's happening in the tutorial, the text of the tutorial is actually referring you back to something else that you need to do. It's because like right there, it said I needed to right click, select Stonewall Jackson, right click to move them into Kernstown. And it said when I right clicked, it would bring up a small orange circle or something that'd be like a clock and pause the game or something. And it had this thing here. So normally this gets highlighted. Well, one of the things I don't like about this tutorial is that you can't go back. You can't like go back to the previous screen. You can't go back to the previous screen. Like, what did they say there back there? No, you can't. At least as far as I know. You can't move. You can't move windows around. Type of thing. Okay, during the night, your army was resupplied. Inspect the situation of your troops. Click continue to start redeployment. So I click continue, something changes over here, something changes over here. These came up over here. It's like, slow down. Because there's obviously a lot going on. So, and I'm playing as the Confederates. It says there's 2 tutorials, but I only saw one in the list of scenarios. There might be another one, but this one, and you can't change the difficulty level of the Confederacy. Can't change any of the parameters. of the tutorial, and it's all text. I mean, so you can see I started on one of 98 text boxes, and it's all text. And I actually skipped the lesson when it said that an orange circle would come up or something when I right click to move them. I had to skip through that lesson because it was not letting me progress the lesson over here, where normally this would turn into a glowing like red button and you click on it and it'll take you to like 61 of 98, then 62 of 98. It progresses it. But like right here, I can't progress it. So when I got stuck on that movement thing, I had to click on skip lesson because I nothing was coming up. It wasn't allowing me to progress it. So I don't know. You can see a red border drawn on the map. I can. Oh yeah, I can. I kind of. Well, okay. This is your deployment zone. The size and shape depend on your HQ's positioning when the day ends and captured objectives. So the size and shape depends on one, your HQ's positioning when the day ends, and two, captured objectives. See, they put a comma here. They don't have to put a comma here. This is like one sentence. The size and shape depend on your HQ's positioning when the day ends and captured objectives. Within this zone, you may redeploy your units without any order delays. You cannot move units outside this zone. So deploy your forces for the battle. When finished, press play on the time panel to what the battle? I can't see this word here. How about if you put the arrow over here, devs? Put the arrow over here so we can read all the text. See, this isn't really well explained either. I see the red border drawn on the map. I see one red border here. I see another red border here. Oh, this must be Ewell. Yeah, there's Ewell's brigade or Ewell's division. The size and shape depend on HQ's position when day ends. Captured objectives within the zone. You may redeploy your units without any order delays. You cannot move units outside this zone. So I don't know. Okay, so now here's more information. You can also see that Ewell's division has reached the battlefield during the night. Ewell has sent you a dispatch regarding this. He has arrived from the direction of Front Royal. Find the division. Clicking the magnifying glass will help. Yeah, I can see him down here. Now, using movement order, deploy your forces ready for the next day. It's advised that you deploy them as far north as you can, as that's where the enemy is located. Notice as Ewell's division is not detached, giving a movement order to Jackson's HQ will also move Ewell's division. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Dispatch log. Ewell arrives. Let's see. 24 May, 8 o'clock. My division is ready to join the battle according to your orders with 9,277 men. Hereof 1,200 cavalry and 19 guns. The morale is eager and the condition of men and horses is very good for any kind of orders. Most respectfully, Richard Ewell. Oh, did I miss that next one? General, the reports received suggest morale in the army is intact. The army supply situation is good. Supply trains reach less than half the units, and the supply level is 79 of 100. Supply reserves at current supply ratios. Infantry ammunition, sufficient. Artillery ammunition, sufficient. Provisions, sufficient. Forage, sufficient. Most respectfully, Quartermaster. It's kind of weird So if you go to the top of the map and you move your cursor to the left and right side of the screen, it turns. If you want to go across the screen, you have to go to the bottom half of the map and go left and right like this. Or you can use the WASD and Q and E to rotate it. So I'm using that because the other way it's kind of confusing. Okay, so you can see here, next tutorial step. Great. But when I was doing the movement thing, and I might go back and try this again at some point, when I was doing the movement thing, um, it said select Jackson's uh, group here, and then right click. So Jackson's group is down here. It said right click in Kernstown to move them up into Kernstown. So I did that. And then it said this little orange circle would appear like a timer thing. And it didn't. And this did not change. So I had to go over here and skip the lesson. And I actually skipped from like 45 up to 58 or something. So I don't know. Let's see. Next tutorial step. At any point during the deployment phase, you may check the delivery of supplies again by clicking the supplies button to hide the supplies information. This is the build button. Oh, supply button over here. During the night, you may build entrenchments depending on how many engineering points your army has. The number of points depends on a number of specialized engineer units, or on the number of specialized engineer units in battle type. To build entrenchments, in the bottom panel, click Build. Do I have to do that? Oh. Oh, down here. Build entrenchments, breastworks, parapets, obstacles. You may choose between simple barricades called breastworks or an earth parapet trench. The former is quicker to erect. The latter provide better cover, take more time, but can be upgraded to include abatis and obstacles. Click Parapet. To build the trench line, you must first define the left extremity of the line by right-clicking in the terrain within your deployment zone. When you move your mouse now, you can see a transparent trench line being drawn. So I guess I want to build it up here, right? They said move up here. You must first define the left extremity of the line. Okay, left extremity, which this looks like it's a hill of some kind. So maybe, let's see, maybe from this hill to over here, something like that. Maybe from here to here. To build a trench line, you must first define the left extremity of the line by right-clicking in the terrain. When you move your mouse now, you can see a transparent trench line being drawn. Use right-click to define any angles. Nothing's happening. I think I might have to go into... Nothing's happening. Hmm. Okay. No. All right. By right-clicking in the terrain within your deployment zone. So maybe I'm not supposed to do this, right? When you move your mouse now, well, it says now, when you move your mouse now, within your deployment zone. I don't have a unit selected. Maybe that's it. Again, not well defined. Maybe I need to maybe I need to watch maybe I need to watch this on YouTube. Like, I don't know, when you have to watch YouTube to figure out the tutorial, the tutorial's not very well written. You must first define the left extremity of the line. Okay, this is the maybe they want me to start over here. No. Right clicking in the terrain within your deployment zone. Okay, right clicking, boom. Nothing's happening. Boom. When you move your mouse now, you can see a transparent trench line being drawn. Use right click to define any angles. Left clicking will finish the planned line and the trench will appear. Except if you wish to cancel the planned line, then you must left click the planned line when a cancel entrenchment cursor is shown. I'm just going to When the trench is built, if you still have sufficient amount of engineering points, you may upgrade it with right click. You may upgrade it with right click maximum of 3 times. First, the trench will receive reinforced structures and rifle pits. Next, an abatis that will slow down enemy movement. And lastly, spiked obstacles that will prevent cavalry movement and further slow down enemy movement. I don't think I'm supposed to build a trench here because I'm supposed to take Winchester. I'm not supposed to build like defensive works here. I mean, the battle is going to be a meeting engagement, and we're going to be meeting up here in Winchester. So, to concede a defeat, oh, they're already expecting me to concede defeat. We outnumber, I think it's Banks is the commander that's in Winchester, the place we have to take. And we outnumber him like, I think 3-1. To concede a defeat, you can retreat or surrender. These orders are available in the Army Orders submenu, right? That is opened by clicking the star button. Okay, let's get off of this. Okay, do I? All right, so that is, here I go again. I had the game audio on, but I kind of had an echo there. Game audio capture. Yeah, I want that. Okay. To concede a defeat, you can retreat or surrender. These orders are available in the Army Orders submenu that is opened by clicking the, okay. Retreat during the day. There will be a delay depending on how large part of your army is engaged. Units that are still engaged after delay may suffer from desertion. During the night, you may slip away without a delay. But let the enemy worry about retreating for now. Now finish redeploying your army, including Yule's division. When you're happy with the deployment, click play in the time panel and day 2 of the battle will commence. Okay. Well, can you move this out of the way because I want to look at my OOB? See, I just did a movement thing, and there was no thing that came up, no orange button or something that came up with the timer thing. So, oh, okay. So that's interesting. So I clicked Jackson. I clicked Jackson and I put him right on the edge. But I want to, I want these to be like, I want these guys to be formed up a little more. And then it also said that there was a cone. Well, there we go. I want to do that. It also said there was a cone that showed the weapon range, kind of like this is their firing arc or whatever. But the tutorial said it was orange. Well, this is not orange, and I'm pretty sure this is the firing arc because if you click on the artillery, it shows the artillery's firing arc, which is, so it's not it said it was orange. I'm like, no, it's not orange. It is green, in fact. Okay. Let's play it. See what happens. Next, select Dick Yule's HQ, and let's get a closer look at the orders panel. Here you may order my division. Oh, let's pause. Here you may order my division to use any of the available formations. See the tooltips for further information. Single units and groups of multiple units, when an HQ is selected, have different formations available for them. Notice that when giving sufficiently long movement orders, units will automatically march in march columns and deploy to ordered formation when reaching the given objective. Formation for quick movement around the battlefield. Not suited for combat. Single line. Successive lines. Deep formation to assault in waves to break enemy line. Vulnerable under fire. Double line. Main line to fight the enemy and supporting line to reinforce or stop enemy break-ins. Refuse left flank. Curve the left line to prevent enemy from turning the flank. Refuse right flank. Okay. When giving sufficiently long movement orders, units will automatically march in march columns and deploy to ordered formation when reaching the given objective. So it's going to deploy to a line. These guys down here. They're all bunched up together, but they should march in column. Okay. Any infantry unit or HQ containing infantry units may be given infantry-specific orders. Click Infantry Orders. Engagement range order instructs the unit to open fire only when enemy units are within certain range. The selected range is shown in the orange weapon range cone as a dotted line. Yeah, see, there's no... Oh. This is orange. Okay, when it's selected, it shows it in green. When you pull back, it shows it in like a light orange. I mean, these really could be better. I mean, look at this. I mean, just draw the line. Anyway, so these are orange on the strategic map. The tactical map, they're green. Engagement range order instructs the unit to open fire only when enemy units are within certain range. The selected range is shown in the orange weapon range cone as a dotted line. Well, I can't even click on this. If the unit comes under heavy fire, they may return fire to longer range automatically. The shorter the range, the more accurate the fire. Laying down will make casualties under fire smaller. Oh, laying down. Skirmishers are a small band of infantrymen moving in open order, good at covering the movement of larger units. Skirmishers do not suffer from order delays, but will break very easily and will then return to the parent unit automatically. Next open, cavalry orders. Okay, so here we're stuck again. This is cavalry, but I think I have to hit play, right? Long range, lay down, skirmishers, medium range, short range. Let's do medium range. Yeah, let's do once you give the order too, you're kind of stuck because now the order is going out to all of these units to do medium range. So now you have to wait probably a few minutes before you can give another order. I can't open cavalry orders. The game isn't letting me open cavalry orders. Yeah, I almost feel like I gotta find a tutorial on YouTube and watch the tutorial and follow it in here. And the tutorial is probably from like 3 years ago when the game came out. And so the tutorial is going to be different from what I'm seeing here because they've changed things in the game that no longer match the tutorial. So the only way for me, I think, well, let's go 2 times, 20 times. Oh, did I reach the end of my thing here? Okay. Go. You can see they're giving out orders here. They're writing out here, okay. Move to this grid thing, and then they'll start moving once they get the order. Okay, now I can do the cavalry. General Yule's division contains a cavalry unit, and these orders can be given to it. See the tooltips for further information. In short, you may order how the cavalry will react if engaged. You may dismount the men to use their ranged weapons effectively. And cavalry may also fight in open order when on foot. Next, open artillery orders. Artillery units can be ordered to engage the nearest enemy targets by using fire at will order. So I think maybe when I told them to move, that's probably what happened in the tutorial where I was telling him to move. You're supposed to right click and then like a orange circle appears. It's because I didn't have the game running. So when I gave the order to move, the runners from Jackson's headquarters weren't able to ride out and tell the brigades to move. So the game just kind of sat there waiting for me to get moving, so to speak. So it's user error. Next. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second. Now see, here's the thing. Here's part of the thing. Here's the thing. Now I don't know if that music is
Anybody got any tobacco?
I turned the music off because of, problems with so maybe that music is like public domain or something. And so you can play it. I'd really like to get these guys up on this. Probably up here, right? I want Jackson's artillery up here. Okay, artillery units can be ordered to engage the nearest enemy targets by using fire at will order. Poor Will. Everybody's firing at will. Oh, that's Commander. Oh. That's another thing I don't like. Not only can you not go back, you can't go back. But once you click on something that advances this, it just advances it. And you can't go back and go, well, I didn't read that last thing about the artillery. I didn't finish reading all that. I didn't finish reading all about the commander thing. Detaching a unit means will operate independently from the rest of the group. When giving the HQ orders, detached units will not follow these orders. They will receive their orders from the HQ, though, and are still subject to order delays. Now open movement orders. Use cover. Use high ground. Use roads. Rally. Detach. Allow initiative. Okay. See, it just switches it automatically here. Order a unit to halt or move faster. When ordering units to halt, the order is subject to order delays. All units can move at double quick time. What's this? Zouave, specialized units, and skirmishers can also run. I have no idea what this word is. Let's look that up on Google. It has Zouave Civil War. Zouaves were soldiers in the American Civil War who wore distinctive uniforms and fought with tactics inspired by the French Zouaves. Next, open stances. I don't want you guys coming up here. Where are you guys going? I didn't tell. I want everybody, dude. I want everybody to go into town. Do 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 do.
Gotta get more of that hardtack. Gotta get more of that hardtack.
Why are you going way out here? I don't want you to go way out there, man. You come up in here. Where's Yule? Is Yule moving? What's happening with Yule? I should detach Yule so he'll move a little bit faster. Uh-oh. Where's the tutorial? Oh, stances. Now I can open up stances. Okay. AI stance. You may place HQs under AI command. This way you will not need to micromanage all single units, but the AI commander will follow your orders and give orders to his subordinates independently. HQs operating under stances are automatically detached and will not follow movement orders of the higher HQ, in this case Jackson's. Order Yule's division to attack by clicking the button. Oh, okay. Now the order is being delivered to Yule. Once he has distributed it to his command, he will be ready to act according to your orders. While the order is being delivered, certain buttons in the orders panel are grayed out. I wish when you mouse over them, even though they're grayed out, they would still talk to you. You know, this is what this is, this is what this is. Wait till Yule is ready. Orders are in. Orders are in. Buttons are no longer gray. You may accelerate time to make things faster. You may accelerate time to make things happen faster. If Yule is far away from Jackson, it could take some time for the courier to reach Yule's HQ. It could. So let's go 20 times. Get down there. Tell Yule what's what. Got to come all the way down to the end of the Yule. Why don't you get at the head of your... When you give Yule's HQ a movement order now, he will move out normally, but if he is engaged, he will deploy independently and attack the enemy's position. His division is now detached from Jackson's, as is indicated by the dotted command line between the HQs. Okay, there's the dotted command line. Here's the HQs. Okay, what's up here? This is where I got to go, right? Yeah, there's Winchester. Okay. Give Yule's division a movement order along the front Royal Pike to the area south of Winchester as pointed out with the arrow. Now, see, it hasn't told me, like, if I can, like, shift click. Maybe shift click here. And then shift click here. Okay, it looks like it's letting me do that. Now, Yule is operating independently, and you may focus on the brigades attached directly to Jackson's HQ. Select the Stonewall Brigade. Let's go back up to Jackson. Let's go over to the Stonewall Brigade. I got to go down. There it is. To change the facing of the selected unit, right-click the unit's NATO symbol. Okay, so to change the facing of the selected unit, so they're selected. You right-click their NATO symbol, hold the mouse button pressed, and point the direction you wish the unit to face. Releasing the button will order the unit to rotate the formation. Only stationary units can be ordered to change facing. Right-click the unit's NATO symbol. Hold the mouse button pressed and point the direction you wish the unit to face. Are you still moving? Is that why you're... Oh, maybe because it's not paused? It's not working. I think I got to do this, right? Yeah. No, because see, that's telling him to move. Oh, brother. And he's got to wait for an order to do that. You should have to wait for an order to tell him just to rotate. So to change a facing of the selected unit, there's the Stonewall Brigade. Right-click the unit's NATO symbol, which is right here. Hold the mouse button pressed and point the direction you wish the unit to face. It's not working. Order unit to move. It's not working. How about if I tell this guy to move? Or these guys to move? Yeah, that works. But, again, they've got to wait for an order. Yeah, do it now. So I'm right-clicking, holding it down, move it time, 7:35, do it now. But they're not changing the facing. And you shouldn't really have to... Oh. Now, why isn't it let me... Why won't it let me... Oh, I know why. Am I outside of his command range? I am, that's why. Well, get back over here so I can command you. That's probably why. There's the time thing. That's what it was talking about. Okay. So there's the time thing. Now, see, it's interesting because... Oh, yeah, he's in range. So why won't it let me do that again? I'm right-clicking. Oh, because they're still getting into line. That's why. These guys are still getting into line. That's why you can't give them another order. You can't tell them to change. You can't tell them to do it again until they're like in the line that you told them to get into. So I think that's what the... Okay, here's what's his name's order thing. Okay. So now I can do this. No, I can't. It's not letting me do it. Maybe it's because, but I think what it was telling me before was the time thing. It was you can select the time that you want them to carry out the order. I don't know. Okay. There are following useful keys when giving orders to your unit. Shift. When giving movement orders to your units, if the destination is close to a cover object like a fence or a trench, the unit will automatically assume positions there. If you do not want the unit to move into cover, when issuing the movement order, press Shift and right click. So they will move into cover. It looks like they will move into cover unless you tell them to not move into cover, in which you would do Shift right click. Left Alt, to give a movement order that affects only the HQ, not all the units attached to it, you may press Alt. Okay. Notice that if an HQ movement order is given, the HQ will no longer follow the subordinate units automatically. But will remain where you ordered it. To again have the HQ follow the subordinate units, you will need to give the HQ and all the subordinate units a movement order without Alt pressed. Okay. Spacebar. When this hotkey is pressed down, you will see all your movement orders given to all your units. The given destination is shown on the terrain. This hotkey helps in manually setting up defensive lines, for example. I guess. It's got only 13 more. Left control. When giving a movement order, you may define multiple waypoints by keeping control pressed down. Okay. So that's what I want to do. Where is Ewell? So what I want to do is I want to quit the orders, right? Oh, let's see. Infantry, cavalry. What I want to do is I want to go here, here, and here. Right? I don't know. Now, when they told, okay, so when they told me to move Ewell up just south of the town, why didn't they tell me this? That if I hold left control when giving a movement order, I may define multiple waypoints by keeping control pressed down. The unit will then follow the waypoints to the given objective. Because I wanted to use waypoints. I thought you hold shift down for waypoints. No. Left Alt, when pressing down this button and moving cursor over another unit in the same hierarchy and level, in this case a brigade under Jackson, you may link the units by right-clicking when a chain cursor is shown. Okay. So if I hold down these two, for these two brigades, when pressing down this button and moving cursor over another unit of the same hierarchy and level. So do I have to like have him selected and then do this? Oh yeah, there's a chain thing. Now what if I don't have? Now see, this is what they should tell you. select a unit, hold down left alt, and then mouse over another unit. They don't tell you that. They just say, when pressing down this button and moving cursor over another unit in the same hierarchy and level. So if I hold down the left alt and just hold it down, it does nothing. Right-clicking. So I left-clicked. When you right-click, a small panel is shown where you must define how the linked unit positions itself according to the unit it is linked to. If you give a movement order to the unit other units are linked to, all linked units will follow, and will try to keep formation. This helps in coordination. Definitely. HQs can also be linked to one another, as long as they are of the same organization, same level, division to division, etc. So why don't we have you link up here? I want you to reserve. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess you're going to be reserved for Taliferros. When Fog of War is enabled in the game options, and it is in this tutorial, you will see of the enemy only what your units can see. Smaller enemy units can also be concealed within line of sight. For example, in good cover, inside a forest, and so on. To see where units can see, zoom out to the paper map. The visible area is shown lighter, while the areas hidden in Fog of War are drawn darker. Oh, I see. Okay. So Fog of War, Fog of War, Fog of War. Okay. You may hide this fog visualization shroud via the map information settings at any time. There's a house there, a house here in Milltown. Find the Stonewall Brigade and see the red icon and its tooltip next to its NATO symbol. Here's Jackson. Go down here. Okay, the Stonewall Brigade. Click on him. Where are you facing? You're facing the wrong way. I think. Aren't you facing the wrong way? Yeah, what you
Get in time now, man. Keep your head, and you'll get out alive.
see the red icon and its tooltip next to its NATO symbol? I don't. Oh. Is that what that's saying there? Sometimes commanders do not get along, resulting in feuds. Currently, you can see there's a disagreement between myself and my subordinate, Charles S. Winder. This means that Winder is not happy with my command style. I wonder why. And he may refuse to carry out some of my orders. Or may even carry out actions I did not order according to his own initiative. Feuds can take place between strong personalities, commanders with high, low initiative, and fame rating, and are more common between politically appointed officers, such as West Pointers or U.S. West Pointers, and less so between volunteer officers. Feuds can be disabled when starting a scenario like Fog of War and order delays, if you wish so. Your opponent may also suffer from feuds, making the battles a bit more unpredictable. Last few tips before we march to defeat Banks. When you wish a brigade to engage a specific enemy unit, select your unit and move the mouse cursor on top of the enemy unit. The cursor will change it to a target. When right-clicking, your unit will move immediately to engage range and start firing. Okay. Units will need a line of fire. Line of sight, LOS. That's line of sight. Units will need a line of sight to their target to be able to engage. Friendly units and terrain can block line of sight. You can see the blocking of line of sight in the drawn orange weapon range cone. For example, artillery units placed behind a line of battle may not be able to engage the enemy the line is engaging if not deployed on a high ground. Take this into consideration when deploying your artillery.
Sergeant, any word from the picket line?
When you want to order your units to charge into melee, do as with ranged attack, but press hotkey left alt. The cursor will change into crossed sabers. When you order a unit to use engagement type charge, the unit will move close, fire a volley, and then perform a morale check. If this is not passed, the unit will remain in ranged engagement. When you give this order with alt, the unit will not stop to fire, but will not perform a morale check, This may lead to high casualties or even a rout if the enemy is positioned well and has high morale. Almost done. Whenever you can engage the enemy from their flanks, laying down enfilading fire, which is flanking fire, effect will be greater than in frontal engagements. Casualties may be higher, but also the target unit will suffer a morale hit. It's more likely to break, especially if not supported by friendly unit at its flanks and rear. Always try to flank strong enemy positions instead of storming them head on. Though engaging the enemy will prevent them from refusing their flanks or changing their facing to meet the flanking move. Okay. When a unit routs, it will flee from the fight. If casualties are not too high, as indicated by the heart symbols, they may rally and return to battle. When the unit has reached a safe location, usually near a friendly HQ, it will stop fleeing and start rallying. If chased by an enemy unit, the fight will continue. If the unit cannot rally, it will exit the battlefield via an entry point. Routed friendly units lower morale of nearby units. Routed enemies improve morale. Commanders can rally routed units as long as the unit is nearby, belongs to the same organization, and is no longer fleeing. Commanders may also rally wavering units in the line of battle. When rallying under fire, commanders have much higher chance of getting wounded or killed than normally. If a routed unit cannot flee to safety or morale of your army has deteriorated, the unit may disintegrate, with many of the men surrendering to the enemy. In this case, the unit is removed from the map. General, with Ewell moving to engage the enemy as ordered, it's time to move the rest of the army to attack Banks and capture Winchester. Remember that at any time you may open the field book and see all the instructions given in this tutorial. Oh, really? And more detailed information there. You may also at any time open the main menu and save the game, or exit the battle and return to the main menu. All right, so let's go to the field book. I don't see anything in here about movement. Movement 1 of 2. Well, let's just see what we do here. Okay, let's go. Go, Jackson. Oh. Where's Ewell? Come on, Ewell, get your guys moving. So I want you up on this high ground. I want you up on this high ground up here. (9:16), go. You will. I want you to come over here. All right. Where are you going? Where's my...
Save your water.
Do, 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 do. What are you doing, Yule? Come on, Yule. Move up. Oh, I want you to move up here. Now.
Save your water for when the shooting starts. Some more and the rebels will surely run. Worse.
You guys are pretty... Oh, you know what? They're not in range either. Where's Stonewall? Let's move you over here. No. Captain Poag has received severe wounds in combat and has been carried to the ambulance by his men. Morale in his battalion is stable with substantial casualties. His battalion is temporarily under command of one of his staff officers until proper arrangements can be made. Is that Pogue? Okay, yeah, look at... I gotta get these guys out of here. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna bring you guys back here, right? Where's what's his name? Nope. What does it say? What do I got to do? Alt? Shift? Alt, right? Why are you moving so far forward, dude? I didn't tell you to go there. I did not tell you to go there, man. I did not tell you to go there. Fall back. Gosh. These guys are useless now. Come on over here. Talk to Jackson. Do you have any guns available? Oh, you left your guns up here. You abandoned them. Well, let's go. Can you go back up here and pick up your guns again? Why are you still back here, Yule? Get up there. Okay. Do I have any ground here that I can set up on? What is this? Choose battery. Get moving, man. Are you gonna, can you pick up your guns again? Can you fire those again? Can you fire those guns?
Anytime now, men. Get to your platoon, Private. Rally on the color.
Oh, come on. Let's get up here. Try to rally these guys. Nope, 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 nope. Stop, stop, stop. Nope, 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 nope. Stop, stop, stop.
I got a cigar.
Guys are so slow. Rally those boys. No, I'm not telling you to charge. What is shift? Stop. Yeah, I'm doing this all wrong. Huh. You guys are in way too close. You're going to have to retreat again. I'm going to have to bring you back to like here. Fall back. Pause. Why? You're panicked. Okay. You're no good to me. Sorry, boys. I don't think I'm doing this right at all, but infantry, skirmishers, lay down. Lay down, stand up. Laying down gives cover but reduces rate of fire. Deploy, recall companies of skirmishers. Mules artillery. Why don't you start firing on these guys? Come on, you'll get up here. Gosh, man. Dilly-dallying. Get up here and command your troops. Can you even see them? Were these guys? What time is it? 11:30. Oh man. Where's the cavalry? Here it is. move to like right here? You will get up here, man. Oh, wrong one. Get up here. This guy's like stuck in the water or something down here. He's stuck on this fence. Like, how do I'm stuck. I am so stuck. Let's try to just get him out of there. I gotta work on the command and control. Winder, low on ammunition. I may be forced to give in if no support arrives soon. Morales are you casualties. The enemy face appears 1,000 strong with 1,000 cavalry. How about if we try getting our cavalry in there, doing a little charge action here? Winchester's taken. So I'm coming up here then. Flank this guy. Flank him. We're going to flank you over here. Move now. I told you I want you to advance, but you haven't been doing it. I don't know why. I want you to advance. Why is Yule's HQ thing bigger than... No, that's his thing there. So how do I break this thing? All right, so let's go here. Go. Fix bayonets, go. Where aren't they going? Oh, go. Winder's detachment. Where's my... Where's my cavalry? Major victory. Of course, that was pretty easy because these guys are still stuck down here. These guys are still trying to get out of this fence. That is just the weirdest thing, right? Can I tell them to stop moving? Halt. And then tell them to move, like up here? Go. But you know what? They're not in command range anymore. That's weird. Let's see. Our commanders report the enemy seems to be retreating from the field. Try to push on within the given time. Push on where? Do you have any more let's go up here. Given time, 1 minute.
I'm about to walk right out of this bitch. Change the order for when the ship starts.
How about we go up here on the ridge? No. Can you guys recover your morale? You're stable. Can you recover your guns here?
Move! I'll cover! Keep the gate in! Don't fall out! Wide in the right! Keep your head! Get out alive! Step on your feet! Move out, soldiers! Keep an eye on spaces! Don't bunch up! Shit, boys! Move it, shit! Get in time now, men! Get in time now, men! We're moving so slow!
These guys are stuck like way back there because there's nobody to get back there to give them an order. Let's see, I clicked on you to send you over here. Go over there.
Keep moving! Don't fall behind now! Hiya, sweetheart! No, Sergeant! I think I saw something over there! Load on the move, boys! Grab that wheel and push, boys!
Nope.
Grab that wheel and push, boys! Keep the pieces moving!
Your army is doing the ordered retreat preparations. Whose army? This timer shows when the retreat will commence. Why am I retreating? Already executing prior movement. See, I just have a major... My guys are all over the place. Starting down here. And trying to find out where is Yule and why isn't Yule moving. And why don't we just... Okay, everybody reorganize over here. Okay? Everybody from Stonewall Jackson reorganize up here. So do we have enemies coming in from where? Thought I pretty much routed the enemy, right? Off the map. Because the game really isn't giving me any more. Oh, I got 6 of them here. Evil engaged. Winder low on ammunition. Got that one. Winchester's taken. Be nice if you just go to next. Is there a way to go to the next one without having to close the panel and then clicking on it again? Winder's in contact. Roger's in contact. Okay. Winder in contact. Got it. They recovered the guns. Nice. They recovered the guns. Okay. Let's set up over here.
I will not tolerate a coward in my company. I refuse to be called a coward.
Are you guys going to counterattack me or something?
Right shoulders, potatoes! Don't fall out! Keep the tape.
Hold shift to deactivate automatic cover placement. There's something here about retreating. Retreat time. This timer shows when the retreat will commence. Why are we retreating? We have the ground. Major victory. Oh, there's the timer up there, right? First Battle of Winchester, fought near Frederick County, Virginia, from 6 p.m. May 24th to May 25th, 1862, resulting in a major Confederate victory. Because we outnumbered them 3-1. Union casualties. So what? 25% roughly of his command, 30% of his cavalry, total 1,800 of, so 25%. Jackson, he lost, not much cavalry. Guns, I lost 5 guns. So 1,300 to 15,000. That's about 10%. Where they lost about 25%. That was pretty ugly, though. as far as trying to control and keep them together and all that stuff. I'd probably have to play the tutorial again. Own casualties. Okay, yeah. 8.3% casualties. You can see that their enemy casualties 1,800 of 6,500, 28%. To hold your major victory, you need to inflict more than 22% casualties on the enemy. We inflicted 28%. While your own losses may not surpass 17%, we only lost 8.3%. Military experience increases these triggers. A major victory reduces the enemy's readiness and supplies dramatically. A result like this would cheer up the public, reassuring them of our divine cause for a long time. The commanding general and his lieutenants would have a good chance of becoming national heroes. Federal victory points. Morale, 8.3. Routes, minus 30. Losses, minus 9.1. Confederate victory points. Objectives, 28. Morale, 64.8. Routes, 0. Losses, 2.6. The Union suffers severe losses. Further casualties can break its morale quickly. Press play to quit the battle. Okay. And then we go, what? See, I thought it said that there was 2 tutorials. Now, it said, too, that the tutorial was in the field book. It said all of the text from the tutorial was in the field book. Here we go. 2 tutorials in this game that will help you get started. Tutorials will be found at the top of the list of scenarios. 1. Campaigns or historical battles. 2. Oh, so this is the tutorial for the campaign. That's that tutorial. Okay. In the campaign, the delays are shown as a timer for given orders in the unit panel. Okay. And unit's NATO symbol, 2. See, I don't think I was noticing that. The unit is within range of a telegraph station that is connected via other station. You know what? I'm not going to go through this now. I am going to... I gotta go to bed. And I'm gonna quit this. This is fun. It's fun. But it's a lot to digest, man. A lot to digest. Like, wow. Let's see. Did I quit the game? I did, right? I quit the game. So let's see how long I played. 3.2 hours. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't get through the whole tutorial because there's some things in the tutorial where you have to have the game running for the tutorial to be able to advance. And I didn't do that at one point. I was in the movement part of the tutorial and the game was on pause. And so the tutorial wasn't advancing, and I didn't know that's why it wasn't advancing because the game doesn't say, okay, now click play and let the tutorial advance a little bit. It didn't say that. I was like kind of hung out to dry, like, what do I do here? And it wouldn't let me advance the tutorial, so I actually had to skip that part of the lesson. And I actually skipped like 10 steps in the lesson. So, do I have any achievements yet? Because that's what playing games is all about. How was my I did not even look at my temperatures. Ah, my temperatures never got above 75°C through all of that. So that's nice. Just kind of curious how some of these other games would play. I'll have to install Flight Simulator 40th anniversary. Out of the Park baseball, $10. I'm not a huge baseball fan. I mean, it's okay. It's just so slow. Baseball is such a slow game. And I know there's people like my brother who will say that, well, it's very tactical. And I'd be like, yeah, but it's so slow, you know? So I haven't installed that yet. I haven't installed that. So I might as well just install these. Okay, 688 Dangerous Waters. Dangerous Waters install. Fleet Command. Sub Command. So what did I get? I keep looking at my list here. I got so the big games I got Grand Tactician, Civil War, which I just played. That was $22. I got Microsoft Flight Simulator 40th Anniversary Standard Edition. That was $30. I got Out of the Park Baseball. That was $10. And then I got Fleet Command, Dangerous Waters, 688 Hunter Killer, and Sub Command. All four of those games for $9. Oh, and I also got Software Incorporated for $18. And Software Incorporated's got like 7,000 reviews. Well, I can look at it here. You would let me. Let's see. I can go in and go. Did I add this to my favorites? I did. So Software Inc. has got 6,700 reviews and 94% positive. So basically, you construct and design buildings for optimal working conditions. You are building a software company. You got to keep your people happy and, all that stuff. And then a friend of mine has 260 hours in it. Mm. Yeah, this game's been in early access for like 9 years. It's $5 off. Anyways, I'm just looking at Steam. Anyways, I gotta get going. It's late, and I gotta be up early tomorrow with my daughter. Thankfully, we she's out of school for 2 weeks, so we can guys hang out and chill. Eh. Anyways, I gotta go. So thanks for watching, everybody, VOD watchers. Appreciate you. Anybody who would like to, and I had sat here for 3 hours and 19 minutes doing this tutorial, and my butt is sore. My derriere is sore. And it's just locked into that tutorial, which I'm gonna have to play again probably. I'll know what to do more now that I've done it. But anyways, so I gotta go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you. Appreciate any follows, anybody who just drops in and sees the VOD and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna check this out. I've been thinking about this game." So Sirloin, if you're still here, thanks for watching. I gotta go. So as I like to say, wherever you are in this wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And have a wonderful Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, you may still have this as a time to get together with friends and family. You may celebrate another religious event or celebration. Have a wonderful time with your family and friends. And maybe back on tomorrow night. We'll see. Got big 3 days coming up. My wife's off all 3 days, and of course our daughter's off. I'm off, and so we got to focus on fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. And have a wonderful time.